Alright, today we're reacting to a video by Smoothie Flip. He's some trendy YouTuber with almost 2 million subscribers. You know what that means? Appeals to slaves. Anyways, he made a video called Full Day of Eating for Fat Loss. 200 grams of protein. We're gonna see if that's actually true. And if he's lying to me, I'm gonna be pissed off. No! Everyone cooks their food, and nobody, even old bodybuilders, used to just chug their eggs, 8 to 10 eggs raw. That's way better than, and in a Teflon pan at that. That's even worse.
Alright. Okay. Oh. My eggs. Sorry, hold on. I gotta, Anyways, we're hopping right into it. Full day of eating, 200 grams of protein. I can't reach 200 grams every day because the disciplines, it hasn't been there recently.
You don't need discipline to eat food. Reaching 200 grams is pretty easy when you're just eating meat or animal based.
But, I gotta try. I forgot the seasoning. That's crazy. Bare ass eggs. I gotta put y'all down for a second. Y'all distracting me. But yeah, I'm just gonna be showcasing what I do to get around 200 grams of protein. That's just pretty much what I aim for every day. Well, y'all can't even see me. Hold up. Slightly overcooked. Alright, so we got day. Oh, you cannot see that at all.
It's probably the worst food you could possibly eat. I would actually recommend you eat candies over bagels, simply because it's full of antibiotics, full of pesticides. Grains are essentially indigestible, seeing as every time you eat grains, you take a giant shit afterwards. Your body's just trying to tell you to get it out of your system. And anyone who's animal-based and decides to go back to eating bread feels like shit afterwards. You can get very used to feeling sick and eating shit foods, but that shouldn't be the norm at all.
These are Dave's Killer Bagels. Just one. This shit's hot. So, two halves, one bagel. Then we got 2 eggs right here. And then some leftover salmon. Yeah, leftover piece of salmon. I'm gonna pop in there. That's gonna be freaking amazing. Yeah, so I dropped my salmon on the floor. Tried to kick it up with my sock, like as it was falling, and then it just splatted. Anyways, it's on my plate. It's not like I'm not gonna eat that. I'm gonna.
Honestly, it's not too bad of a meal, aside from it being super overcooked, and then the bread. So I lied. It's a pretty shit meal.
Rub that shit down, but.
And the peanut butter, full of oxalates and lectins, doesn't let you absorb any nutrients in the eggs and salmon he's about to eat. Pasteurized honey, which is just pure sugar and nukes your liver.
Gosh, freaking dang, I'm so excited to eat this. It's getting cold, let me eat. Alright, so we got 2 eggs, 1 Dave's Killer Bagel with peanut butter, honey, and cinnamon. The combo, bro. And then we got about 8 ounces of salmon cooked in the air fryer. I'm about to down this, devour this, do everything to it as I watch some Naruto Shippuden. And yeah, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Oh yeah. Also, I know sometimes it can be hard to stay consistent and disciplined with your protein intake, and that happens for everyone. You can't get 200.
Now, just looking at his face, I notice a lot of comedones. It's essentially very tough pimples. It's just build up from excessive carbohydrates and toxins. And that's going to happen from eating peanut butter and bread.
Grams of protein in every single day. You gotta, have a couple cheat meals every now and again, and then things happen, life happens. But the general rule of thumb, getting your protein in is 1 gram of protein for 1 pound of body weight. So I weigh 193 pounds, so I'd be getting in around 193 grams of protein. I just rounded up to 200 because what's the extra 7 grams of protein,
Yeah, the texture in his face is not pretty at all. And it could be totally avoided. That could go away in give it a month's time of you just not ingesting toxins.
that goes to the gate, straight to the muscle. But yeah, I'm about to devour this and watch some Naruto, and it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Alright, so typically I would do a at least fasted cardio. I've been doing fasted workouts recently. I hope my mic is on. I've been doing fasted workouts recently.
That's probably why he has dark eye circles too. Fasted cardio is the worst thing that you can do for your stress levels. You're already stressed out when you're fasting. Your cortisol is raised. And then while you're in a fasted state, you're going to simulate death by running. For what reason exactly?
But yeah, I live by fasted cardio. I like doing it. I enjoy it. Some people don't like it, and that's fine. It's just what works.
Nobody enjoys fasted cardio. You can rewire yourself to enjoy pain, but that's likely some sort of mental disorder that's I'm not at liberty to discuss because I don't know him. But people who do this, who willingly put themselves in such stressful situations, something is wrong with you. You are not a healthy, happy individual, because happy people don't want to experience pain. Happy people don't want to do cardio.
But fasted workouts, they're like hit or miss for me. Like some days I can do it, I'm feeling good. Sometimes I'm like carved up from the previous night, but today I was just no go. But yeah, I'm gonna hit a little workout now, not fasted. 100 push.
What an ugly fucking dog.
100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and then a 5-mile run. Saturdays workout. If you've watched One Punch Man, it's a nice little workout. Don't sleep on it. Do not sleep on it. It's all the.
That's the thing too. These people that watch animes, and I mean, I used to watch animes too. All of the animes are extremely lean, super muscular. They fight with their hands and feet. Who does that in nature? And they have these insanely intense training regimes, and all the animes are about breaking your limits and abusing your body until you reach the next level. Again, who does that? Who is actually happy?
Benefits you need: core, strength, endurance. Oh, let's get into it.
Doesn't this look fucking crazy? I'm gonna push myself up and down off the floor for no reason whatsoever. Maybe I'm insecure, maybe I'm brainwashed to think it's healthy, maybe I have some underlying anxiety that I need to express. Whatever it is could be fixed if you ate your natural foods.
Casual face down TikTok sound.
Oh, jeez. The bad ankle mobility he just said likely comes from him squatting in the first place. Your joints should never be stiff, ever in your life. If you're working out, you're actually going to get more stiff, seeing as you're using your joints in a strenuous manner. Resting positions for humans, like sitting in an Asian squat or reaching up over your head, is completely fine and natural. That's not strenuous, that's movement. But sitting up and down like he's doing right now for no reason is going to make your joints more stiff. Injuries don't happen from you not going to the gym. They happen from you going to the gym. He's borderline vegan. Chia seeds, which are toxic and also incredibly indigestible. Oats, full of glyphosate, antibiotics, carbohydrates, and fiber. Whey protein powder, which is essentially a waste product from dairy factories that companies bottle in and they sell it to you for $60. Whey protein, worst kind of protein you could possibly be eating. And then, I mean, I guess the fruits were fine. Again, I wouldn't recommend that much sugar, but they're frozen and they're likely, again, sprayed with pesticides. This purple sludge is just full of pesticides. And more grains.
So we got lunch, a smoothie bowl, obviously. Gotta have a smoothie bowl. It's a must. As you can see, thick. It's basically like ice cream. This is how I get lots of my protein in. Very convenient, easy to make.
You're not getting any protein from that.
Since I'm a heavy ice cream enjoyer.
And the reason you're not getting any protein from that is because it's not bioavailable. Your body can't really utilize it. Can it convert some plant proteins into what it needs? Yes, it absolutely can. But the load on your metabolic system and your digestive tract is far more, meaning you need to eat a lot more to get less protein. Why would you do that when you can eat organs, meat, not cooked, and absorb it completely? So if your goal is to look good, seeing as he does work out, and that's the goal of everyone who works out, you would just eat raw meat because the metabolic load on your system is a lot less. And if that's the case, you're going to age slower because you'll need to eat less. You have to detox less toxins.
Yeah, man. Oh, gosh.
You know, I also used to do that when I had no purpose in my life and I had like no idea what to do. I would just like play instruments. They're right behind me. Anytime you have no purpose, just hop on a man-made instrument, no problem. And again, I did it for the appeal of others because I cared what other people thought about me. I thought that other people thought it was cool I would play instruments. And I was true, people did think it was cool, but why am I appealing to people in the first place? That's probably the biggest question you have to ask yourself when you're taking up any sort of hobby is, one, do I have purpose? Genuine, natural purpose, I mean? And who am I appealing to do this? Pretty horrible meal.
All right, so for this meal, we have, hold up. Nope, I pressed the wrong button. All right, there we go. So it's all leftovers pretty much, but you got beef with peppers and onions sauteed in a pan. We got green beans with turkey neck, and then some basmati white rice. And
some of you may be thinking I'm being harsh on him. Thiago, but he's eating rice, vegetables, and ground beef. Isn't that a pretty good meal? Maybe to the modern fucking slave, that's a good meal. And if another guy was reacting, you might get away with it being called a good meal. But when I look at rice, which is just fiber, sugar, pesticides, all of this is essentially indigestible. The meat's a little more digestible for sure, but he still cooked it, so... And it's ground beef. Most people just cook the ground beef until it's fully brown. If it was a steak and it was red in the middle, okay, I could maybe get behind it a little bit, but all of this, you're just going to shit out. And guys, you should be very aware of what your stool indicates. If you're shitting a lot and your shits are fucking enormous, that means that whatever you're eating, you're not digesting. For those of you that care to know, I maybe use the washroom every 3 to 5 days. Obviously, I piss more often, but when it comes to taking a shit, why do I need to shit? The foods I'm eating are perfect for my body. I'm absorbing everything I need. They're incredibly nourishing. There's no need to go to the washroom. There is no waste for my body to excrete.
Some spicy meat on top. Yeah, I'm gonna eat outside. It's very pretty out, as you can see. Can enjoy some nature. But yeah, that's my dinner right now. Leftover grilled chicken thighs, made by mama. 5 minutes later, having Greek yogurt and frozen blueberries.
I smile because I think a lot of young people his age, maybe my age probably, are psyoped, brainwashed to move out of the house, not live with their parents anymore. Now granted, if you have shitty parents, then you have shitty parents. But for the most part, I feel that a lot of people do move out because they're told to, even though they're happier being around their families. Holy shit.
Alright, so this is dessert. Lots of blueberries, as you can see. The more blueberries, the better, just because it makes like an ice cream texture. But yeah, some casual Greek yogurt and blueberries, frozen. Don't sleep on it. It's really good. And lastly, we have a protein bar. Boom, 200 grams of protein in a day. Simple, easy, quick. So yeah.
It's just candy basically at this point. It's a combination of sugar and waste products from dairy factories. That's what protein bars are. You know, I will give him this. Very easy video to watch, and the music very soothing in the background. Other than that, I can't give him anything. Unfortunate, really, because he seems like someone who's trying to be healthy, and I think that's the intention of most people that I react to. It's you think this is a health thing, and in the moment you maybe feel healthier because what you were doing before was definitely worse, but people who don't eat the way they're supposed to are never going to feel the euphoria of eating that way. It seemed like during his day he was eating a decent amount of meat. It's not like he was plant-based. He had some meals which were plant-based, and I was like, no, that's horrible, Jesus. But the amount of meat he was eating, that'll hold him over. That'll nourish his body to an extent. The quality of his skin is just a reflection of essentially all the sugar and the grains that he eats. And if he cut those out, if he got into a more ketogenic state, started relying more on fat for fuel, I'm sure his skin would clear up. He'd be a bit leaner. Not that you need to be, but seeing as he does a lot of exercise, with that much exercise, you would just naturally be leaner. Not that exercise is natural. And I want to read this comment here by FR Charzy 9346. You're the kind of dude I want to be when I grow to be like older. Hits gym? What? Makes nice food? Don't have to prepare food? Productive? What did he produce exactly? Plays piano? Appealing to slaves? And hella majestic. Yeah, he was an alright looking guy. That'll be the only thing I can give him. But overall, just a guy heavily removed from his natural intuition. People like these who are health conscious, who may be most open-minded to eating raw meat, seeing as they just want to be healthier. And if they realize that raw meat is healthy, then they'll just do it. And if he watches this video, that's exactly what I'd recommend. Starting with healthy animal products, if not raw, then minimally cooked. Did he hit 200 grams of protein? Ultimately, no, he fucking lied to me. And he lied to all of you. You're never going to reach 200 grams of protein eating that way. You're just going to reach constipation and big dumps. And to clarify, not that I count the grams of protein I eat. I simply eat when I want to. I eat what I crave. Again, this is kind of like a little mental disorder to just count how many grams of this I'm eating and how many grams of that. That's crazy talk, dude. Just eat what you want to eat. And to hell with the man-made numbers. Anyways, guys, that was it. Take care.